Before we get into my very short intro, the ladies from SWV are legends, okay? So I'm not calling them a joke, talking about the title. From a joke to Vogue, meaning people who are laughing, clowning their outfits and making jokes and all of that. Now look at them doing an article with Vogue, okay? We all know what Vogue is. But when you just type in what is Vogue known for, fashion and lifestyle. So the fact that, okay, they didn't get the cover, is not a photo shoot and all of that, but the fact that a fashion, okay, magazine on this level did an entire article on them after being laughed at about the way they dressed to perform. This is big, okay? So I didn't even have to clarify that, but we live in a day and age in social media where people read a title and they start dragging you before even listening to 1 second of what you had to say, okay? Now let's get into it. What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Entertainment News. The Xscape and SWV show is over, but one of the biggest talking point was the fact that Tiny made some comments about the way how SWV dressed on stage. Now, you all know that I do things in order, okay? Not everybody watch what we watch, okay? There are some people who might have just seen my channel pop in their feed and they're like, let me see what she's about, okay? So if you are someone who watched the Instagram lives that I posted and you've heard everything that Taj had to say in her response to people talking about their outfit and what Tiny said and Lelee clapping back on social media and all of that, then this part is not for you. You can skip this part and go directly to the part about them doing an article for Vogue, okay? But I do things in order, so I will be playing those conversations of this being hot topic about the way how they dress on stage. And then we're going to get into the Vogue interview. So let's get into those older clips. And for those of you who missed the original post, you can click the links in the description below and it will take you there. And then when I posted about Lelee going off on Twitter, there were tweets like this. They as an Xscape could learn from you in terms of checking drama at the door, and you could learn from them in terms of putting a show together, because I personally am not paying $100+ to see you up on stage in some blue jeans like it's karaoke night. Lelee responded, why? White people do it, LOL. Well, we can put chairs on stage and walk around them. Would that work for you? Bleep out of here. And then when Taj went on Instagram Live to discuss the latest episode, this is all you heard, and this was the top question or comment of the night.
Have y'all commented on Tiny comparing your production and outfits? There's no need to. If that's how they feel, more power to them. Look, we get out there, we're comfortable, we do what we have to do. We've not really had I've not heard any comments about us. I mean, I guess they count. This is the thing I keep telling people. Promoters, producers, networks, tours, they all find value in SWV with our flat shoes, our overalls and whatever. It's our peers that have a problem with us. And sadly, it's the peers that don't give us a check. So continue to think what you want and feel how you feel. Tiny talk about SWV costumes. Yeah, that's cool. How did y'all feel about them down in SWV's looks and clothes tonight? Well, at this point, I'm not surprised, but it's all good. You know what? Everybody doesn't like the way they dress, so you don't have to like the way we dress. Again, we still get on stage and we do what we have to do. Tiny was throwing major shade with y'all outfits. What do you think about that? I thought it was a little foul, but you know what? Again, I'm not surprised. How do y'all feel about what they said about your costumes and show production? What can I say? If that's how they feel, more power to them. What is it? Because they got more coins, and it's always something stupid to give someone a reason to be disrespectful. It's all good. What do you think? What do you think of Tiny judging y'all stage wear? Oh, so everybody wants to know about that. When her own group dressed like hood cabaret dancers. Lelee said they look like Apollonia 6. I was dying when I saw that. That was funny. And when she said she'd be caught dead, only dead, and that was hilarious. That was hilarious. How do y'all feel about what they said? Everybody wants to know about what they said about our clothes. Yes, it was foul, but that's how they feel. And if that's how they feel, so be it. Who am I to say otherwise, right? I don't have any followers. How do you feel about Tiny's comments? Tiny is a beautiful person. She knows everything.
And so after all of that, SWV was like, okay, let us remind these folks, okay? Let us remind people that we can do both. It's just because we want to be comfortable on stage and in interviews and things like that doesn't mean that we can't step our game up. And they showed up on the Sherry Shepherd show in this. And when I tell you the internet went crazy, but instead of giving SWV their props and credits, the entire comment section was filled with "Thank you, Tiny. Thank you, Xscape. Thank you, Tiny." So they look stunning. Of course, the ladies from SWV saw those comments, and so this is what they had to say about it.
What Tiny said, they made them step there. No, we had a real schedule. Vogue was on the schedule. Yes, we had a schedule all the way in November. So everything we did during the show, it was on our schedule. SWV is a real business. We are incorporated, and we pay our employees with checks. So let's make that clear. So, no, that was her opinion. That's fine. Everybody could take a jab, but we didn't look at that as a jab because that's what we do. Because the jumpsuits, they had on jumpsuits too at Essence. So I'm glad we're inspired. But it's a vibe. It's a vibe. But no, she didn't have anything to do with what you see on stage, like the looks we have on stage.
Nothing. We were celebrating our 30th anniversary in October.
Started there when I had the Black
shoot to celebrate that.
No, this was before anything. Like, we had a real schedule. So
SWV on their fan favorite Bravo show, upcoming tour, and legacy. A link to the article is listed in the description below. They basically just did a rundown on their career, the reality TV show, what they're doing now. They're going on tour and things like that. So you can click the link and read the article for yourself, but I will read some of the article for you. The members of SWV are enjoying a much-deserved burst of attention thanks to a new reality show on Bravo, SWV and Xscape, the queens of R&B. They talked about not being here for the trolls, and especially Lelee talked about that, and just new attention from social media and all of that. There was a part of the article where Lelee said, even though they have accomplished so much because they listed all of, the records they have sold and records they have broken and all of that. And she said, I would love to see us get a Lifetime Achievement Award, a Grammy, all of those things we should have gotten when we were coming up. We deserve it all from our peers. She brought up the record label and she said, I felt like they didn't know how to play the game. It's a political game and they didn't play that game. No, we didn't get nominated like we should have. We didn't win the awards like we should have. And so that played a big part in everything. In a way, this is what Xscape was talking about. Yes, your group is legendary. Yes, you have accomplished all of these things. Magazines, interviews, breaking records, all of that. We get it. We get it. However, we live in different times and social media is very impactful. There's a different political game that you have to play now in order to be a part of it all. So that's all they were saying when it comes to social media impact and what it does and all of that. If they continue to capitalize off their second win in Vogue words is on the screen, they will be headlining, not co-headlining, and there's nothing wrong with that. They don't care about things like that. They are legends. They've been there, done that. But all I'm saying, okay, I get it. They felt disrespected by Xscape delivery. But every single thing Xscape said, that's exactly what's happening now. They were so against what they had to say about social media and following. But that's exactly what's happening now because of social media, the conversations, the followings, all of these things. Exactly. It's working in SWV favor. So they said they were planning all of these things months ago. It's not because of what Tiny said. But do you really think they got reposted because they were planning all of these things months ago? No. They got reposted because the black pages love drama and mess. Tiny made a comment and now the girls came out looking like this. Oh my goodness, they upgraded. They stepped their game up. That's what every single comment I read in that video was about. So you can't ignore what they were saying when they talked about social media and social media impact and talking about business. So those ladies were actually giving SWV business advice, and times have changed. This is how they do it now. And if you do it this way, then this will happen. That's why Kandi kept saying it's just business.
I know some of y'all are super upset about what I said about we need to headline the show with SWV, and now everybody was lighting me up on social media saying, oh, Kandi has the big head. But it wasn't even like that. Like, what people don't understand, when I say it's not about who sold the most records, it's about who sells the most tickets. I mean, that's true, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, there are a lot of artists who have established themselves as headlining artists. You know, your Fantasias, New Edition. You know, there are other groups and different people that I can name that, say, for instance, SWV probably, yeah, have sold more records than them. But they would still open up for those people. You feel what I'm saying? And it's no diss to SWV. And I wasn't even trying to be dissing. Did y'all see the way I said it? I was just very matter of fact. And I think my energy, when I'm very straightforward, if I say something that people don't like and I'm very straightforward, they get offended by it. When I'm not trying to be offensive, I'm just speaking business. It's just business. If you don't agree with me, just don't agree with me. We ain't got to get mad at each other about it. That's just how I look at it. Feel me?
The article continues, SWV does not plan to record new music anytime soon. And yes, the reason.
I'm a fan and I want to thank you and SWV for blessing us with your beautiful voices. Are you working on any new projects? Thank you. And music, no, we're not, because yeah, it's depressing. You always want some new music and then you don't buy it. It's just like a waste of time. So we figure we'll just stick with what we have for right now.
And that's it right there. Always asking for new music and you don't buy the music. So all of this, let's defend SWV on social media, all of these things. Hopefully, the same people dragging everybody on social media, you are also supporting them as they go on tour and things like that, and buying the tickets and selling out their shows, even when they are co-headlining, will lead into them being headliners. And that's what Kandi was talking about. Like I said, I included the link in the description below, so you can go ahead and read the rest of the article. Lelee talked about them not being nominated for certain awards and things like that. But just in case you missed it, he has started talking about their experience being nominated for the Grammys and not winning, for those of you who missed that Instagram live.
When y'all were first nominated for a Grammy, what was the moment like? It was surreal because we had no idea. And then it was depressing because we lost. I was like, son of a bitch. And I cry every time because, like I said, I cry over, oh, this candy's so good. Let me eat it. But yeah, when we lost those Grammys, every time we lost an award, it would hit my soul. And yeah.
Once again, congratulations to SWV on everything, and also to the ladies of Xscape. For those of you who's been asking what are other ways to support me and the channel, I do have an online boutique. I post it in the description below all the time. I do have this brown, different mixture of brown and tan and gold, and black colored dress. Still available in a medium. But this material is so soft and stretchy and beautiful. It forms to your body. So honestly, it's really one size fit all. But this is a medium that I'm wearing right now. And so I have it in a medium, the large sold out, the small sold out. And you all also made sure the blue color in the same dress sold out. So I'm so grateful for all of you. But I do still have a few left in the medium. I have this dress available in the medium and large as well. I have this jumper and red dress. I have this other very beautiful, classy red and white dress. You can pull the zipper down in the front and show some cleavage, or you can pull it all the way up and be modest, okay? But let's just say you're like, Vina, these dresses, they're just not my style, but I do want to support you. Well, I do have the God Bless Attitude merch, so I still have t-shirts in the gray. The red will be restocked soon, but I do have some grays in the large and extra large, and I do have some tank tops as well in the gray. So just click the link in the description below, the very first link, browse the website, see what's available, and support your girl. Take care. Okay. Now, you see the comment on the screen right now. This person is entitled to their opinion, okay? So I'm not coming for this person anyway. This person also wrote some nice things about Coco. So I understand why Coco included the hearts emojis. But when someone have to call other talented women lesser talent in order to uplift you, and you are more gifted and more talented, don't do any more shows where people with less talent get to be shady and all of that. In as much as it's that person's opinion and it's not Coco choosing this comment to be one of the comments that she responded to is the little things that go on social media. However, people don't pay attention to things like this because it's SWV. I don't care how amazing the compliment is. If you come on here and you are uplifting me and Vina, oh my gosh, you're so positive, you're great, I love your channel and all of that, but then you end it with, I'm just glad that you are not like ... and you start to drag another channel. I'm not responding because now it's going to look like I'm agreeing with everything you wrote and not just the sweet part about me. Okay, so to avoid that misinterpretation, I'm not going to like the comment or engage or respond at all. Or maybe Coco truly feels this way, but either way, I am wishing both groups absolutely nothing but the best. There are more comments. They're on the screen. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. And yes, this is Vogue. They broke down everything SWV was wearing, their fashion, everything. So for those of you who clicked the link, you were able to see all of that. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God Bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.